Listen, make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, we are back in the building. This time, honey, we back to talk about that boy, A.L. Child, a mess. Destiny Payton and her restraining order. It was denied against La Barbecue. So we're going to get off in that. We're going to get off of the argument. We're going to get off. We're going to get into it, honey, about the argument that Trish and Ken got into. And Ken did what these financially abusive men do, which is he threw money in her face. I do this. They will literally do everything, take care of everything. And the minute you're not with the program, they go remind you. Similar to how Dr. G did with Quad. I've been taking care of you since the day I met you. When a man gets to talking like that, throwing in your face everything he's ever done for you, that man had a motive. He was wearing a mask. He was playing a game. He was giving to get. Not giving because of love. A lot of them are not trying to love you. And the sooner you recognize that, the better. But yeah, some of them, that's not what they are wanting to do with you. They don't want to love you. They want to control you. Okay? And that's why your job treats you bad. Oh yes, Miss Robinson go tell the whole truth and stand on it each and every time. That's why your job treats you bad, because of some money. They know that you need it for your survival. They know you need a roof over your head, clothes on your back. Your children need to be taken care of. Their education needs to be paid for. That's why people, a lot of the times, disrespect you. Maybe you got too much of it, or maybe you don't have enough, and they just decided in their mind, because you can't make anybody, contrary to popular belief, respect you. You can't. Okay? So, child, a mess. When I seen that clip of Ken, I said I knew it. His mask began to slip at that child's graduation party. How he took the credit, and like I said, he really stepped in. But Ken, you were supposed to step in with your heart, and you stepped in with your wallet, and now you remind us every 5 minutes what you did for her and those kids. And the fact that you thought enough to repeat it back, to repeat everything that you did, now we know it wasn't coming from a genuine place. Okay? You put out there that Trisha's car wasn't working. We didn't need to know that. See, when a man stops putting up a united front with you, because everything is not everybody's business. Yes, we are watching the show, but baby, he didn't have to say that. He wanted to embarrass that woman, and he did. Trisha was very much so embarrassed. A mess. I felt bad for her. I did. Yeah, but she acting fake and she acting like that. She's a human being. Okay? She's a human being. And guess what? When people take to their social media, they posting all the good stuff. They not gonna show you that car payment they had to pay, the back taxes that they owe. They not gonna show you that their vehicle is damaged and it needs to be fixed. Okay, they not gonna show you that. So she's human. He didn't have to tell us that when a nigga get petty with you, the way that Ken did in that scene with her. When a man gets petty with you like that, what he trying to do? He trying to take control. He wants to lower you. He don't want you to feel good about yourself. So the quickest way to bring you down is to remind you of how he's helping you. He getting your car fixed. She was like, I got my brother. And see, he probably don't like that. A lot of them don't like your brothers and your fathers because they see them as controllers and they feel like they go take their place. And that don't even be the case. Sometimes daddy is a good man and he love his baby and he ain't gonna allow you to fool la la with her all over the place. Okay? And the brothers as well. You know, brothers, they don't play that about their sisters or their brothers or, you know, whoever. So, yeah. But that hit me though when she said, yeah, my brothers, yeah, he wants to eliminate them. So now I'm forced to look at this situation in a whole nother way. Y'all keep saying the door is open for Marquez. No, it's not. Because Ken, and that's why probably why Marquez behaves the way that he does. And he's special too. Okay, can't get right part 2. Okay? He's special though, because you don't just leave a woman and, yeah, I gotta go get my head together. Like, men can be so selfish and narcissistic. You can't just go get your head together. You gotta still be there with your family through the good and the bad. You took vows, nigga. This ain't a boyfriend, girlfriend. But I was not there, child. And then I think it was something that he had said to her. She cared too much about her family. What type of shiggity is that? You don't say that. I didn't see that. So I'm a look for that. But people keep telling me he told her that she cared too much about her parents and her family. She too close to them. She's supposed to be. But that's a red flag. So what I'm saying is Marquez has red flags and so does Ken. Both of them are abusive. They are financially. You got the one just like all of that ghosting and you got commitments and obligations to this woman and you just leave her and, you know, disappear and have your own life. Then you come back, act like did nothing happen. A mess. That's abuse. Don't nobody got to go upside your head to abuse you. They're abusing you when they dismiss you, when they know you have cares and concerns and they don't try to get to the bottom of it. They don't care to make things better. It's a mess. But both of them ain't no good. I was looking at Trish like, girl, you need to get away from Ken. Ken is not the good man. And I began to, because a lot of them, they play the good guy until the mask begins to rise. I even asked y'all on my community post, what is up with Ken? Didn't I just say that to y'all? I said it's something about him. And the mask is beginning to drop. I was with a man like that. He was financially abusive like Ken. And he had this good guy image, but he was evil and he was mean. He was a bitch. This is not how real men act. Yes, men are allowed to get upset. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a female. Like, what is you so in your feelings about? You ain't even did nothing to the brother Tucker and he plotting and planning and scheming on you. So yeah, evil. Demonic. So yeah, and will throw up in your face. You ain't never did. Meanwhile, they copy and paste every damn thing you do, but they will tell their family, friends, your enemies, whoever, she ain't never did nothing for me. She ain't on my level. Meanwhile, they copy and paste all of your ideas and take credit for it. Okay? So a mess. All of it abusive, disrespectful. You don't do that. It's supposed to be a partnership. Did y'all remember when Greg said that to Quad? It's supposed to be a partnership. What did she say? I tried to pay the mortgage up for a year. He wouldn't take it because he wanted. And that's when Quad realized he wanted to throw it in her face. Honey, they just need an excuse. That's what That is what narcissistic men do. Everything they do, there's an excuse for it. They write that shit off like you would write some shit off on your taxes. Yeah, I'm being disrespectful because I'm paying all the bills. I'm cheating because I'm paying all the bills. I'm the one that introduced Melody to property preservation. If it wasn't for me, and she would have still been a school teacher, and she ain't this, and she ain't that. But look at where she at. Look at where you at. Okay? A mess. And we go get on his stalker ass. The way he was talking to Maurice and staring at Melody. They got all these pictures going around online. Melody, girl, you better keep your security on standby. I was looking in Martell's eyes. It kills him. He can't speak to her. And it's sickening. So this shit ain't, to me, it ain't entertainment no more. It's just team too much. And it's sad because I told y'all it was Melody and Martell that got me to like this show. I really like them together. And to see where it's at now, it's horrible. But it's the simple, I just need to control your life BS because you done had some kids with me. And he's really in his feelings that she took back her last name. He didn't like that name change ceremony. Remember, he blew up at Mel. No, not Mel. Nell Fletcher. Remember, he blew up on her. And I was like, why would you mention that to him? But I'm sure it was the messy-ass producers. Y'all got to watch. Martell is unhinged. So y'all got to kind of watch what y'all say to him. Because he's just, it's killing him. He can't control Melody's life. He can't even use the kids. It is killing him. Okay, and Melody wasn't trying to do this court stuff with Martell. It was Martell that started with Melody. Now we got this situation where LaBarbecue was constantly getting Destiny arrested. Now LaBarbecue ends up arrested. Destiny, it looked like she trying to get out of that damn money. We go get to it, child. A mess. We go get to it. We go get to it. But yeah, A.L., he out here talking about Trish was about to beat Melody's ass. She didn't want it with Trish. In my opinion, it looked like Trish was scared, you guys, of Melody. It's like she's intimidated by her. And to me, Melody doesn't give off that ghetto girl. You know, she does not give that off to me. So I was like, why are you... I don't know. It's almost like she had a talk with maybe Destiny or somebody. Like, yeah, I'm going to check her. Because I went back. I was like, her energy just seemed more. But then again, like, I stand by what I said about Melody. Melody shouldn't have said certain things. She shouldn't have said it. She should have been more neutral. Yeah, but everybody else, this is the thing when you are in a group of friends, and we all got to be honest. Some people are closer to certain people more than they are you. Period, point blank. That girl likes Destiny, and she likes Tisha and Kimmy. I do not think she likes Melody. I was paying attention to her. I was watching her energy. And to me, it just seems like, just go back and watch, guys. She's more jovial with them. It seemed like Trisha didn't like Melody calling her out about Martell. She didn't like that. Remember, she was saying little stuff in her confessional. So, yeah, it's a mess. What bothers me about it on both sides is it's unnecessary. It's just unnecessary. We have enough going on this show. Okay, we have enough going on. We don't need them two going at it. Okay, we got enough. But yeah, he's sitting up here talking about, yes, Melody was about to get her ass whooped, and she really gonna need Jason to stand by her side and windmill for her because she don't want it with Trish. I told y'all, it did appear like Melody, I don't know what it was, but it was like I don't think she likes Trish, and she was talking to her a certain type of way, and I didn't like it. And then we had Trish denying that there was an issue. It's like, if there's an issue, speak up. I don't think Trisha is like good for reality TV because she's not gonna come out and say, and you gotta do it in the right time frame. But then Carlos messy ass, he may like her because he like, shit, just when I thought we had one thing with this girl, Trisha keeps shit going. She is a Tiffany in a roundabout, subliminal, conservative type of way, because she keeps stuff going with what she says, and she keeps certain things hidden, because baby, I didn't know her and Ken was gonna get into it like that, and I'm not saying that anybody has a perfect marriage, I'm not saying that. But I just wasn't expecting that. His mask began to slip. It did. Whenever a brother Tucker keeps saying, I did this for you and I did that for you and them kids, and I know from experience, I've seen a man do this. They be all in a competition with their ex woman's dude, and they in a competition with everybody but themselves. That's why they don't never get better year after year. Never get better. So he's competing with Marquez, and a part of the personality is, I need to put Marquez down. And yes, Marquez is wrong, but you don't need to keep reminding everybody what he did, because what's going to happen is it begins to make you look bad. Okay? A mess. I just feel like they're fraudulent. Him and Trish, and like the whole, give us some new people, honey. It's too much with these people. Oh, A.L. and his goons began talking about how Melody wants to be the new Shawnee O'Neal, and child, a mess. She wants to be able to fire Trisha. A mess. I don't think Melody is that deep into it. There's some tension between her and Trisha, and I believe it's about Martell and the questions that Melody was asking her. And I think with Trisha, remember she even said, she was like, why you even care? Y'all ain't together. But I think they wasn't divorced though, right? Put it in the comments. I don't think they was divorced. Was they separated? It was still her husband, right? So, yeah, it's a mess. So, one of his commenters of his show, A.L., they mentioned when Miss Wanda joked that Melody and Martell still loved each other, Melody got mad. See, I told y'all. I just felt like you just can't make that call with people. Yeah, but everybody else had an opinion, and it doesn't matter what if you want to be seen as being on the side of right, you can't do what everybody else was doing. And like I said, just because you created the show, okay, that don't mean that you're right. And then it doesn't mean that you are close to this woman and she likes you like that. I don't think she likes her like that. And like I said, I didn't like what she said to her in front of Marquez. Like kind of taking his side. Don't do that. This man, he ghosted her. He left her abandoned and neglected with 2 children. He disrespected her. This is a fellow black woman like you. If anything, take her damn side. But it was, what did she say? Well, I could tell by Trisha's energy. I didn't like all of that. Stay out of it. You don't know why her body is tensing up or why her nervous system is acting up. Gotta stay out of it. Well, everybody else, if Destiny was saying something, I don't think you see, she's not mad at Destiny though, because she likes Destiny. And I think people, they don't want to talk about that part of it. They just want to, yeah, but it wasn't no big deal with, what Melody did, and it was nothing. And no, the world don't care who you are. When you right, you right, and when you wrong, you wrong. Period. Yeah, but the stuff with Martell, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And at this point, and this is where I'm at with it, I don't know about you all, I don't give a damn if she messed with Martell. What does it matter at this point? It doesn't matter. He's for the streets. He go with everybody. But she could have had a conversation with Melody before they went out of town. True, she could have. But I think she didn't want to probably cause any more attention to it. And, make it this thing and really nothing happened. And he was talking about Melody and, and then this thing about Trisha not being attractive enough. Like, Ariana ain't no Vanessa Williams, no Gabrielle Union, no Vivica A. Fox. She ain't none of them. Nia Long, Jada Pinkett Smith. She ain't none of them. I don't know. She ain't Tatiana Ali for what? Fresh Prince? Ariana ain't giving that. She not attractive like that. So, and Trisha to me looked better than Ariana. So, yeah, but she didn't look the same. He don't give a damn about looks. These niggas kill me. Y'all be having some of the ugliest baby mothers. And y'all sitting up here. Yeah, but homegirl wasn't. You will just go in on one girl. Meanwhile, letting another girl slide. But yeah, Ariana ain't no damn prize. She don't look better than Trisha. So I don't know all of this yin yang about, oh, well, she don't look that good. He saw her in person. And then I heard what Ariana said about it, because she was talking to A.L., and she was saying, Trisha is a cute girl. I said, you better say that she is, bitch. Because you're not, there's nothing you can say about Trisha. Trisha is not ugly. So I don't know why people acting like that. If he messed with Ariana, he would mess with Trisha. Why not? A mess. Let me get to this thing with Destiny. Okay, shout out to A.L.Mel. They did the story on Destiny. LAMH star Destiny Payton's protection order against ex-husband denied by judge. Now, it does look a bit strategic, and I did forget that she was on the hook for that money, right? Okay, so it says, Destiny Payton files for an order of protection from her ex-husband, LeBaric Williams. LeBarbecue. Okay, what's wrong with them? Love and Marriage Huntsville's Destiny Payton has been in the news this week, and it's not because of what happened on the show. Her ex-husband, LeBaric Williams, was arrested earlier this month in Huntsville, Alabama area for domestic violence. Details of his arrest are murky, as he was released not too long after being booked. Amid the arrest and charges of domestic violence, Destiny filed for an order of protection and documents obtained by A.L.Mel. Destiny says she's concerned about the things escalating between her and LeBaric due to the arrest becoming public. Destiny also detailed other alleged incidents where she claims LeBaric was abusive towards her and their child. She claimed that the child suffered an injury as a result and claimed it caused developmental delays. Destiny also detailed 2 specific incidents involving her and LeBaric. The first incident, allegedly occurring on December 1st, 2024, is detailed in the document. Destiny claims LeBaric made physical contact with her. He attempted to grab their son from her arms during a disagreement, and the police intervened. To this point, documentation of the incident had not been obtained. You should have did it right after. but you was trying to save this black man. You didn't have him on child support. It was so much stuff. I was like, girl, what is you doing? What is you doing? And I know some people would be like, oh, well, why should she get child support? I think all of them need to pay the support. Now, if he primarily take care of the child, then maybe he don't, or maybe she pay it. You know, it could go like that too. But yeah, I believe it. I do. I believe it. I think a lot of people they don't like Destiny, so they don't want to believe that anything domestic happened with La Barbecue, La Chick-fil-A, La Thanksgiving dinner. They don't want. I believe that happened. I saw him being controlling with that last name thing. Yeah, well, you just need to have my last name, and you just need to have, well, he just being a man. We heard Maurice and Kimmy. Yeah, it's just all about being a man, and this man, and I don't know if she was cheating, why, how, I don't know that, you guys, but y'all know I am not of the belief that you stay faithful to somebody that's treating you all types of wrong. You need to get away from that person. You know, so, yeah, a mess. She hustled backwards to me. You got to report that stuff soon as it happens. So, the following incident allegedly occurred in March 2024. Destiny alleges LeBaric threw her son's medication and was verbally abusive towards her. She says police also intervened here, and Destiny claims LeBaric was argumentative with the officer. Destiny also claims La Barbecue sent harassing communications. There's those words, okay? To her frequently that were verbally abusive. She even claims their son has witnessed La Barbecue being violent towards his current girlfriend and revealed this to her. Destiny Payton moves to appeal her contempt charge and suspended jail sentence. Unfortunately for Destiny, the order of protection was immediately denied per Alabama court records, and instead she was referred to the judge presiding over her divorce proceedings. Destiny also appealed last year's ruling in her long-standing divorce dispute with La Barbecue. As we previously reported, the judge ruled in La Barbecue's favor, holding Destiny in contempt of court. She was given a suspended jail sentence contingent upon paying La Barbecue back over $18,000 in court and other fees. So she never paid that. She was trying to get out of that. Let's see what some people got to say about this, honey. It's a mess. So one person says, Destiny is an instigator who throws rocks and hides her hands and claims foul. For her to be such a bully and a Billy badass, she's acting like a Karen. Another person says, Destiny so busy worried about Sonny though. Another person says, child, a mess. Another person says, I can see Destiny poking the bear. I can't see La Barbecue going off for any reason. She provoked that man and used their child as a human shield. She probably never seen that side of him, so now she's scared. That P.O. ain't nothing. If La Barbecue really wants to be hands-on, it doesn't have to be his hands. Huh? Another person says, these judges don't listen until it's too late, and the female ends up dead. He sells barbecue and beats on women, and Messy Mel hangs out with him with her kids, but Destiny can't be Martell's friend. I know I got off track, but damn, give her the restraining order. He jealous of her new side piece with his good-looking self. Another person says it's woman, not female. Why are you thinking about Melody on a post about Destiny and her ex-husband? Melody can be friends with whomever she chooses, just like Destiny is friends with Coleslaw and Martell. The obsession you people have with Melody is so weird. Another person says no matter what the situation is, DV on either end is not okay. It's crazy how so many people can believe and protect Mel when she made her claims against Martell, but when it comes to Destiny, it's so much hatred. DV is horrible, period. What do y'all think of that? I do feel like because people don't like Destiny, I notice even with the Sunny situation, it's like, why are you even mad? You should be over the situation. And it's not just about Sunny has Moses. It ain't about that. It's the principle. They were friends. We had Stormy that came in and said she saw them hanging and really thought that they cared for each other. You have, I think, Nail and some other people even said that they had a friendship. It was other castmates. I seen it. Synced it. Okay? So it's just like, it's just a principle, but we live in a society, especially when we talk about relationships, is people instantly do the, well, who did he choose? He chose Sunny, and she just upset for no reason. You shouldn't even care. Y'all just are so dismissive. So when it comes to the DV allegations, it's kind of like if LaBarbecue hit her, she deserved it. She owed him money. I already know how people see it. You know, I just feel like don't nobody deserve that. But I always knew. And I think I was probably one of the only ones out here saying that I don't trust LaBarbecue. I just don't. All that getting your child's mother arrested. Now, if she did certain stuff, then, you know, rightfully so. But it's something that I heard the judge say that really like triggered me. And I was like, yeah, it's something that's not clean in the buttermilk. Because I know, I walked the path. I know what, you know, when you have a baby with somebody, I know the amount of sabotage. And when you explain it to people, they like, oh, you just crazy, or you just chose the wrong man. They have no empathy, no sympathy for you. I know. When I tell you I understand her situation, okay, I get it. But yeah, all that dragging somebody back to court, now you want them to, it's a lot. We see that with Mel and Martell, him trying to control her, all of this stuff. I'm here to tell you. All of it comes down to control. None of it is about love. None of it is about genuinely wanting somebody back. It's control, and control by proximity. You have a baby with me. A lot of men have the mindset once they procreate with you. I know I heard it from my child's father. You'll always be mine, bitch. Yeah. So it's this psychotic mindset. They try to control things. A lot of them don't want to co-parent. They just want to control everything. And if you get a new boyfriend, they're going to try to punish you because you're not supposed to move on. They don't want you going out on dates. Mine didn't want me traveling. I'll never forget how he blew up my phone in Vegas. They don't want you bettering your life. They're evil, diabolical. Okay, so this stuff with her, I'm not just looking at, and I'm not at all saying that Destiny is all the way right. I think it's some stuff on her too. I don't believe any of their hands are clean, her or LaBarbecue. I just don't believe it. A lot of men behave in the way of, well, I got the money, so I'm going to be controlling everything. We see the athletes, the music entertainers, we see how they do their ex-wives and girlfriends when they break up. They control everything just because of the money. And it doesn't matter about their character. It doesn't matter about their integrity. Okay? It doesn't matter. They could be as abusive as they want to be and disrespectful because they got the money and they the man. So, yeah. It's a mess. Let's get to this thing with Trisha.
I don't want to talk about it because you're not going to try to make it seem like you're the problem.
No, you're the problem.
Okay, and I'll be it. I pay for all this. Me.
Y'all hear that?
Nobody else because of me. Y'all want the reality? Y'all got the reality. I pay for all this.
No.
So I don't pay for this? I don't pay for this?
Let's wrap this up.
I don't pay for this?
Let's wrap this up.
I don't pay for
No,
this?
let's wrap this up.
All the cars in the driveway, I don't pay for?
No.
Why are you lying?
Let's wrap this up. No,
Your truck is over in another apartment building broke down because I gotta go fix it.
Hey, my brother can fix it. Go.
When you struggling, tell your kids.
Perfecto.
I'm done. I don't want to talk about it because you're not going to try to make it.
You hear that? He said, you struggling, tell your kids, look at all the cars in the driveway. I'm the one that paid for it. Girl, he just like Santa Claus. He making his list and he's checking it twice. And he's going to remind you what he's paid for. Abusive. He ain't got to be slapping her around. He ain't got to be punching her. He ain't got to be ghosting her. He is not the good man. Savannah. Very abusive. Let's see what the people think. Y'all heard what he said. He didn't have to tell us that her truck was broke down. He didn't have to. He did that. He tried to really, and he did that to further control the situation. He is abusive. And it's so unfortunate that this is the mindset of a lot of them. I'm just here to control and abuse you. Okay? Another person says, I love her diffuse method by her eventually saying, let's wrap this up. Yeah, I like when she said that. It's something about Trisha that I do like. I feel like she's a fighter. That is, she got a badass body. And I don't think she's bad looking. I think she's nice looking. I think she's beautiful. I don't like some of her communication ways. Like, I feel like she needs to be more blunt and upfront and transparent and stop, but some people are the way that they are in their personality because they done suffered so much trauma. They don't feel like having an argument with you and confrontation and, just, so, yeah. Another person says, Trisha is the problem though, LOL. I'm glad he's putting his foot down. You think that that's him? Putting his foot down with her? He seems to be a decent guy. I don't know why he let her keep playing in his whole face. Another person says she was embarrassed beyond. You think? Another person says from day one, it's something about this new lady I don't like. Everybody is blaming Trisha. That didn't look bad to you all. That's bad on Ken's part. She didn't say nothing about him. She didn't throw in his face the probably many gifts she bought him. She didn't do that. He did. He's dead ass wrong. Are you serious? Another one says, Ken, I'm available. Another person, she talks in circles. I can't. Another person, Trish been the effing problem whole season. Another person says, from one mess to another, Trisha is a hot effing mess. Just be single and celibate for a couple of years and stop playing with this man's time. Another person, Ken will be scooped up by another woman in 3-2. Another person says, Trish comes off as unstable and dishonest. Honestly, I'm surprised Ken didn't bounce when that Martell story with Trish started to go Ari. Another person says, I think she has trauma. Thank you, person with compassion. Thank you. I think she has trauma and she has / needs to deal with first her parents' death, her ex-husband leaving her and their kids, etc., before she should ever consider marrying someone else and traumatizing a good guy. He's not a good guy, though. Another person, Ken finally got it. She played him and was never going to marry him. When you make me this mad and we're cussing at each other, I don't need you because at this point, I don't respect you. Ken is the problem, you guys. He's the problem. He's been giving to get. Narcissists give to get, to throw it in your face. This is not love. Because guess what? He could have said, I'm going to leave before I say something that I'm going to truly regret. He just kept on. Yeah, your shit is abandoned and you need me. What I heard was a nigga wanted to be reminded that you need him. You need me, and if it wasn't for me, all of that is dangerous. All of that, that's somebody trying to take over the relationship. But he a man, you don't have to fucking announce you're a man. I'm a woman. And your point is, shout out to Kiki, baby. A mess. Financial abuse is real. La Barbecue not paying for Destiny to have his baby abusive. It's abusive. You can't do it. But we live in a society that feels like, well, he didn't put his hands on you. He didn't slap you around. Okay? Another person says, I'm starting to think Trisha is a little slow because the way that man spoke about her kids and taking care of her, he not doing that shit for them. That's for him. Y'all gotta recognize and reconcile and realize why people are doing stuff for you. They're not doing it for you. They're doing it for them so they can bring it up later and use it as leverage and use it to be manipulative. Okay? Love does not do this. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love provides. You know, like, you not supposed to throw that in your woman's face. Another woman, she is downplaying his position in her life. She trying to make it seem like he doesn't matter. She's disregarding his feelings. And I think her not wanting to marry him, I understand why. I see it. Girl, do not marry him. Another person, finally, do you know how many freaking people I had to get to before I got to this person? I think he has control issues. Thank you. I think he has control issues by using money. Why would a man go after a married woman with kids? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for saying that. Oh my God. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Why would a man go after a married woman with kids, stay for 4 years, and she's still not divorced? They both have unresolved issues. He's always telling the guys how he takes care of her kids and said it at their family function in front of the kids and their dad. I think both of them are wrong. She shouldn't be in a relationship while married, and he shouldn't have put himself in this position with a married woman for years. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. He should have looked for a woman physically and emotionally available. You better say it. Okay? A mess. Another person says, I don't watch the show, but when a man talks to you like that and starts throwing what he does financially for you in your face, it's time to go. Thank you, baby. Another person says he appears somewhat controlling. I don't think somewhat. I think the nigga is controlling. Financially abusive. A man or a woman that genuinely cares about you will never throw in your face how they helped you through a rough patch in your life. Why do you need your marriage or your relationship? You're supposed to be there for the good and the bad. You supposed to get her car fixed. That's your woman. And now you throw it in her face. Remember what I was telling y'all about survival? Why people treat you bad? It's always because of some money. Your bosses treat you bad because of money. People around you may talk down to you because you don't have much money, or they feel like, oh, well, since we're in proximity to each other, we must be on the same level. That's a fucking lie. Okay? That's a lie. But I told y'all when we first started this out, this is why people treat you bad. Because of money. You have too much of it, you don't have enough. It's going to determine how I treat you. Okay, so a man or woman that genuinely cares about you will never throw in your face how they helped you through a rough patch in your life. She sat back and watched that man humiliate the father of her children and thought that was okay. Karma does not have a time frame. Marquez need to be humiliated. Yes, Ken was wrong, but I don't feel sorry for his ass either. All of y'all getting y'all damn karma. All of y'all. And I'm kind of thinking, you guys, that Ken has a pattern of probably dating married women. There are men that will merely date you because you are a single mother with children. They want to get close to your children, do all this shit for your children to manipulate you into being in relationship with them. That way they can control everything. But I do that. And how do I get myself in your life and keep myself in your life? I need you to rely on me for your survival. I need you to need me for money. I need you to need me to get your car fixed. But like I said, that's your woman. You're supposed to take care of that. You ain't supposed to throw that in her face. That goes without saying. But it lets you know he's there for the wrong reasons. It says so much more about Ken, you guys, than Trisha. Now we understand why Trisha don't want to marry you, because she probably saw this side and didn't want us to see it. We see it now. Now we see why, yeah, I was with Marquez, but this nigga he financially he throwing in my face, and I don't want to hear this shit about, oh, he had a bad moment, because having a bad moment would have been, you said one hurtful thing. You went on and let us know that the car is parked somewhere else away from the property, and she need you to get it fixed. He was real, when a brother Tucker, I just talked about this on my last show. When a brother Tucker go out of his way to embarrass you, you gotta go. You gotta go. But yeah, another person, I can't stand a man that controls situations with money, but baby, I ain't mad at him. Yeah, y'all gotta quit. Another person says that woman is an engineer. Thank you. And she's a trainer. Did we miss that? He's a freaking truck driver. Don't let her passive behavior fool y'all. Trish, don't like talking on camera. Y'all confuse that with lying. Yes, I don't like how she was, but this woman has been through a lot. That man knows what he's doing. Keep speaking on those kids, Dad. Yes, they have issues, but he added to the issues. Yup, stop playing house with that woman knowing she has unresolved issues, kids involved. Yeah, he know what situation he in. Okay, so they talk about Ken's arrest. They was talking about it on Facebook. They said that he was convicted of possession of marijuana. He was sentenced to 32 months. This was issued on September of 2024. the defendant having applied for the benefits of probation and the court having to examine the cause, it is ordered and adjudged and decreed that the sentence is hereby suspended and that the defendant is placed on probation for a period of 2 years. So he wanted to roll up. Oh, Lord. A mess. Somebody says, so he can't step up to Marquez at all. Did anyone read all these restrictions? This prison on the outside. This is prison on the outside. So somebody says, I'm not surprised. Mel, Slaw, and Ken has always been a weirdo to me. Huh? What is the hell you talking about? They spelling Male, M-A-L-E. I didn't even recognize they was talking about Melody. Crazy, right? He has been downing her husband all this time. And look, he got arrested in 2022. I blame Trisha, not Trisha, honey, not Trisha, Trisha, a mess. 2, for bringing that mess around her kids. Shameful. Another person says he was sitting up there bashing Marquez when he is a whole drug trafficker. Not the trafficker. Oh, so bad. Let me get out of here. What y'all think about all this, honey? It's just a mess. But Huntsville, honey, is the show that keeps on giving. You gotta give it to them, right? Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.